Bridge Day is West Virginia's largest single-day festival every year. I'm Parker Schwebka, and coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll show you how adrenaline junkies and free-fallers alike have impacted this small town's economy.
A Mountaineer All-American is set to make his return to the mat. I'm Jarrett Wilson, and straight ahead on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll take you inside the WVU Wrestling Pavilion to show you a preview of the comeback of Ty Waters.
Here in Core, West Virginia, there's a group of Mountaineers training not only to compete for national championships, but to save lives as well. I'm Logan Callender, and I'll introduce you to the West Virginia University Mine Rescue Team. Mountaineer Playbook starts now.
There's only one WVU head coach who has won multiple national championships. As a new season heats up, he looks to add to his legacy. I'm Parker Schwebka.
And I'm Jarrett Wilson. This story and more coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, an Emmy-award winning sports magazine show produced by sports and adventure media students right here at West Virginia University.
West Virginia is the second largest coal producer in the country, but the industry doesn't come without risks, Jarrett.
That's right, Parker. That's where the work of the WVU Mine Rescue Team comes in. Our sports culture reporter, Logan Callender, tells us how this group of Mountaineers has quietly formed a dynasty in the field of mine safety.
The permanent dropping between 9 and 7, going up between 9 and the solid.
Long before most people have had their cup of morning coffee, the members of the West Virginia University Mine Rescue Team are hard at work, perfecting problems and running drills before the sun rises. It's that dedication that has led to 3 intercollegiate mine rescue championships.
If I can get a group of college kids to show up at 6 o'clock in the morning at 30 degrees with snow flying before we go compete, simply for a trophy, they'll be phenomenal employees, I promise.
Even though it wasn't officially recognized by the university until 2012, the team's origins stem back to 2009, when their home in Core, West Virginia was constructed. It's here at the WVU Mine Training Center where the 2025 Intercollegiate Mine Rescue Champions hone their skills. Competing with over 30 pounds of gear on their backs, these Mountaineers are proving they have the brains and brawn to outwork the competition. And that's exactly what they did back in February against 8 other teams at the 2025 championship.
I believe we shut the clock off with about 1 hour and 59 minutes and some change.
WVU was the only one to complete the team mine rescue and smoke maze exercises. While their preparation has certainly paid off in terms of wins, it's bonds forged underground that serve as the guiding light.
It's kind of like a sports team. You're going to get criticism, you're going to do stuff wrong, but you just have to push through it and learn from your mistakes and take it with a grain of salt, because everyone loves you out here. You just have to take it and get better from it.
What I don't see is a single person in here that competes the way we're going to make you compete.
The continued dominance of the WVU Mine Rescue Team just proves how dedicated they are to their craft and the rich history of the state they represent. From Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Logan Callender.
In the middle of a government shutdown, the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve was paying more than $100,000 a day to remain open to the public. Due to a donation agreement with the federal government, 2025 Bridge Day continued on as scheduled, giving a big boost to the local economy in southern West Virginia.
Happy Bridge Day!
On October 18th, more than 200 vendors set up shop along the New River Gorge Bridge for one of West Virginia's largest events of the year.
So with Bridge Day, we typically go from this sleepy little town, maybe 5,000–6,000 people on the weekends. We maybe get another 1,000 to 2,000 people from the regular rafting industry throughout the whole season. During Bridge Day, it comes to something more like 100,000 people.
According to a National Park Service report, tourists spent $29 billion in communities near national parks last year. In 2024, the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve and 2 other surrounding parks brought in $108 million to southern West Virginia. Bridge Day looks to top previous years of spending as the event brought in nearly $96.5 million in the year of 2023 alone and supported over 1,268 local jobs. Along with boosting the local economy, events like Bridge Day also provide vendors the opportunity to build connections in their community.
People come to Bridge Day every year and they've seen us grow as a brand along with Bridge Day. We have a shop right downtown Fayetteville, and we see people that come to the Bridge Day and then come to the shop as well. So it's always fun to see people over and over again.
I sold out for 2 days. I didn't even have much left the last 2 days.
According to PJ Stevenson, the New River Gorge treasurer, the national park is expected to earn up to $2.5 million from this year's events.
We generate income through the Chamber of Commerce from sponsorships and ticket sales for the Into the Gorge tickets and other events. Of that money, we take a portion of it and put it into our savings account to make sure that we have the funds to operate the next 2 years Bridge Days. We don't want to just wait for one. And then it also helps to fund other Chamber of Commerce activities throughout the year.
More than 120,000 people attended the 2025 Bridge Day Festival, making it the second largest crowd in the event's history. According to the West Virginia Department of Tourism, the industry brought in a historic $9 billion in 2024. It also reports that more than 1.8 million people visited the New River Gorge National Park and Reserve last year, a record-setting number. We have more coverage from Fayetteville still to come.
After a year away from competition, WVU's biggest name on the mat is back. All-American Ty Waters is set to return for the 16th ranked Mountaineers, and he's bringing a new level of leadership to the team.
As the temperature drops outside, the WVU Wrestling Pavilion begins to heat up. And this season marks the return of one of the conference's most explosive wrestlers, Ty Waters. The former Big 12 champion and All-American is back after having his undefeated season cut short due to injury last year. Despite the setback, Waters looks to prove he's still among the best in the country.
I think the biggest challenge was probably around when March came around and watching Big 12s and Nationals and maybe seeing guys I've beat kind of accomplish things I want to accomplish or do things that I want to do, and seeing that kind of sucked. But I think it's necessary for that, and I'm super grateful that I got to sit out and kind of see it from that perspective and now come back into it with a different mindset.
Even though his recovery process solidified an end to competition, Waters didn't take any time away from the sport.
After an undefeated 6-0 start last year, a back injury wrapped up Waters' competitive season. Then he faced his toughest challenge yet, watching his fellow Mountaineer teammates from here on the sidelines. Now, as he steps back onto the mat for the Mountaineers, he says the mental lessons that he learned there will propel him in his young career.
Head coach Tim Flynn says even though Waters wasn't able to compete, it was his growth and leadership that still contributed to WVU's success.
He does all the right things, so it's not just that he's a good wrestler. He leads by how he conducts his life, and I think having him around every day in the room and healthy is a really good thing for our program.
Waters will start the season ranked 5th in the country at 157 pounds and make his season debut on the national stage at the 2025 NWCA All-Star Classic on November 1st.
This season, Waters will lead a nationally ranked wrestling team that returns 3 of their 5 NCAA qualifiers from last year. The Mountaineers open up their new season on November 2nd in Salem, Virginia.
Jarrett, right beside the Wrestling Pavilion, another WVU program continues their dominance as the top-ranked rifle team in the nation.
That's right, Parker. The Mountaineers earned their 20th national title and 17th Great American Rifle Conference Championship last season. They are currently 5-0 through the first month of competition.
Dax Bolton joins us live in the studio for his segment of Coach's Corner to tell us about the head coach behind the rifle team's success. Dax?
Thanks, Parker. Jarrett, for more than a decade, the rifle team led by head coach Jon Hammond has been the most successful sports team at West Virginia. Since taking over the program he once competed for, Hammond has earned his spot in the WVU record books as the only rifle head coach to surpass 200 wins. For the WVU rifle program, excellence is more than just a tradition, it's a legacy. When Jon Hammond was first introduced as the head coach of the team, he promised to return it to its previous glory.
It was slightly different times back then with what the rifle team had been through with some other programs of being cut and coming back, and you know, I think just more so happy to get that opportunity and really determined to bring the program, you know, back to the sort of historical success that it had had.
Hammond's success in the sport isn't just limited to coaching. 5 years after he finished his collegiate career at WVU, he was competing at the Summer Olympics for Great Britain. He also represented his home country of Scotland at the Commonwealth Games in 2010 before returning to the Olympics once more in 2012. When Hammond was on the WVU rifle team in 2003, his team placed 7th overall at the NCAA championship. 2 decades later, he now has 7 national titles of his own as the head coach of his alma mater. After winning last season's national championship, the rifle program now totals 20 national titles, which is the most in the nation. Hammond holds the all-time wins record at West Virginia with 210. Even though he is one of the premier coaches in collegiate rifle, his impact reaches beyond the range.
When I came here, everything was new. Culture was new. People were totally new for me. I didn't know anyone here except for the coaches, so it was like totally new environment. But the team has helped me so much to grow, and like I said, like Jon Hammond, he has given me the opportunity to grow as a person and as a leader of the team. So I've grown a lot.
It's also felt in his home country too. With the goal of teaching basic techniques and raising funds for the visually impaired, Hammond and his father created blind shooting in cooperation with the Grampian Society.
We had a local club back in Scotland, and I was pretty young at the time, so my parents definitely you know, gave me some encouragement there, but just did a little bit of fundraising to, you know, try and get some local businesses involved, and I think connected with the Scottish, you know, Blind Society and a local one in Aberdeen.
Hammond's success and leadership have poured into different aspects of his life and others, something he hopes to continue for years to come. Hammond entered the 2025-26 season with only 21 losses on his record as WVU's head coach, marking the second best winning percentage in program history. He's also overseen the careers of multiple Olympians, including 2016 gold medalists Ginny Thrasher and Nico Campriani.
Thanks, Dax. Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, we'll take you to Cooper's Rock for a special event hosted annually by the Robin Ames Foundation.
This story and more after the break.
From the arcade to Milan Pushkar Stadium, I'm Vincent Stoll, and after the break on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll tell you all about one player's unique path to WVU football.
The field is full of pink here at Milan Pushkar Stadium. I'm Cal Klebner, and straight ahead on Mountaineer Playbook, I'll explain how this annual walk is making a difference.
Mountaineer Playbook brings you the action and adventure of West Virginia sports like no one else. From epic climbs to thrilling touchdowns, we capture it all, right from the heart of West Virginia University.
Yeah, this is you, Rachel.
An Emmy-nominated show produced by students in the Reed School of Journalism and Communications, covering what moves you. Catch us on YouTube, on the web, and on the Reed School of Media's website.
6. Jonathan, Rachel, back to you.
Stay inspired. Stay adventurous. Watch Mountaineer Playbook.
10 seconds.
Welcome back to Mountaineer Playbook. As the WVU football team nears the end of its season, one player is still in the early stages of his football career.
Jarrett, most college athletes earn their spot after standout high school careers, but one Mountaineer took a different route. Our football reporter Vincent Stoll joins us live in the studio with the story. Vincent?
Thanks, Parker. Jarrett, it's true that not every college football player takes the traditional path. WVU cornerback Michael Coach Jr. is proof of that. While arcade lights replaced Friday night lights, he eventually found his way back to the game he loves. WVU cornerback Michael Coach Jr. has become a key anchor for the defense. After playing football through most of his youth, Coach decided to make a change entering high school.
Yeah, like I didn't play football in high school, but ninth grade I played baseball and basketball. After ninth grade, I stopped playing sports and gave it up.
After graduating high school, Coates got a job at an arcade in his hometown of Biloxi, Mississippi. It was there that he worked every day from 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. until a new opportunity was presented. After seeing a Facebook ad for an East Central Community College tryout, he made the choice to get back into football and use games like this to help him practice. After making the team, Coates played for East Central for 3 years. He totaled 22 tackles and 2 interceptions in his final season with the Warriors. He made a pit stop in Nevada before climbing the ranks once more to the Big 12.
Say that I knew when he was with us that he'd be someday playing at West Virginia. I didn't know that. So that's a credit to Michael and his hard work and his persistence and resiliency and the coaches that got hold of him after us that helped him to continue to progress. While the numbers may not show it, WVU defensive coordinator Zach Alley says it's those same qualities that have turned Coates into one of the conference's top cornerbacks.
He continues to just show up, week in and week out, and there's a reason that he was really good prior to coming here, and we felt like he could be a day one impact guy for us, and he has been. So that's been a good thing.
From working late nights in an arcade to earning All-America honors, Coates is a reminder to everyone that it's never too late to pursue your dreams. So far this season, Coates has picked up right where he left off. He's totaled 21 tackles and 3 pass breakups through 8 games.
Thanks, Vince. While Rich Rodriguez's Mountaineers played away from home on October 18th, the field at Milan Puskar Stadium was still put to good use.
For a few hours, the stadium traded in its usual gold and blue for pink, all for a special cause, the WVU Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. Our health reporter Cal Klettner has the story of the event's lasting impact on the community.
Do you need a countdown? 3, 2, 1, go!
A sea of pink filled Milan Puskar Stadium as over 500 people came out for the annual WVU Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. Breast cancer remains the most commonly diagnosed cancer among women in the U.S., with more than 300,000 new cases expected this year. Put on by the WVU Foundation and WVU Cancer Institute, the event helps fund research, screenings, and push towards the next phase of cancer care right here in Morgantown.
We are currently launching into what will be an approximately 5 to 7 year trajectory to build a brand new cancer hospital right here on the campus in Morgantown.
Alongside the walk, families enjoyed local sponsor tents, raffles, and even a bouncy house donated for the kids, turning the event into a celebration that went beyond just raising money. Before the walk even started, more than $50,000 had already been raised to support breast cancer research. Because here, it's not about how far you walk. It's about being a part of the movement, even if you never take a step. A movement that was fueled by the legacy of Betty Puskar, a woman who turned her own battle with breast cancer into a lifetime of helping others. In 1985, she helped create the WVU Cancer Institute, which treated more than 185,000 patients in 2024, creating hope and courage, reminding them that countless others stand with them in this fight.
You're not alone. There are so many that are supporting you that you may never even meet, but you're definitely not alone in this.
For many survivors, that support is what makes this event special, a community coming together to show that no one fights their battle alone. From Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Cal Klettner.
By the time the annual walk was over, more than $55,000 had been raised for the Betty Puskar Breast Care Enhancement Fund.
20 minutes away from the stadium, Jarrett, another event took place with the goal of raising awareness.
The Robin Ames Foundation hosted their annual Ultra Trail race at Cooper's Rock to honor his life and legacy.
In 2020, Ames, an avid bike rider, was killed by a distracted driver. In his memory, the Robin Ames Foundation was created to shine a light on the dangers and consequences of distracted driving. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, distracted driving claimed the lives of more than 3,200 people in 2023. The annual trail run featured multiple trails and invited runners of all skill levels to participate. The location also pays tribute to Ames, as it includes some of his favorite spots.
We chose Cooper's Rock because Robin did a lot of climbing out here, down by the clay furnace, and then also over by Rock City. The 10K loop has about 880 feet of elevation, pretty much all technical when it comes in the second half of the loop, so people usually don't like me by the end of the race.
Every year, 3 West Virginia high school students are awarded the Robin Ames Memorial Scholarship. Each winner embodies the 3 things Ames valued most: problem solving, curious exploration, and building community.
Coming up on Mountaineer Playbook, we'll take a trip to the New River for a pair of activities that brings thousands of visitors to West Virginia every year.
These stories and more after the break.
Bridge Day is back for its 46th year. I'm Riley Drum, and after the break on Mountaineer Playbook, our coverage continues here at the New River Gorge.
Hi, we're WVU. You probably know us for screaming. And yeah, we're pretty good at it. But here, it's more than a chant. It's our celebration of innovation.
Let's go.
Our rallying cry for community.
Let's go!
And honestly, it's just our way of life. So whether you're chasing big dreams or just chasing sunsets,
let's go!
Welcome back to Mountaineer Playbook. In 2024, the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve saw a 6% increase in visitors.
Brandon Kubiak joins us live in the studio for his segment, Finding Adventure, to tell us about 2 annual opportunities in the park that highlight the beauty of the Mountain State. Brandon?
Thanks, Parker. Jarrett, while Bridge Day has a significant financial impact on West Virginia, it's widely known for its one-of-a-kind experience. My fellow adventure reporter, Riley Drum, traveled to Fayetteville for the 2025 event that brought in thrill seekers from across the world.
Bridge Day in Fayetteville, West Virginia is the state's largest single-day festival and one of the world's biggest extreme sports events. The New River Gorge Bridge is temporarily closed to host thousands of spectators and allow base jumpers and rappellers to plunge into the gorge.
The scissor lift is amazing. The people are crazy. It's awesome. It's a good time.
The New River Gorge Bridge is the world's 5th longest single arch bridge and was opened on October 22, 1977. Over 300 base jumpers are expected to leap off the New River Gorge Bridge, standing at 876 feet tall, jumping from the edge, with the goal of landing here at the target below. Jumpers must have a minimum of 50 prior parachute jumps, skydives, or base jumps to participate. This is the only day hundreds of thrill seekers are permitted to drop from the bridge.
I got up on the rail, I said 3, 2, 1, something awesome, and then I closed my eyes and then I was here.
This event also requires State Highway 19 to be shut down for 10 hours, making room for more than 200 vendors, offering a wide selection of food, crafts, and merchandise.
So it's a celebration of the New River Gorge Bridge, the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve, base jumping, outdoor adventure, the fall foliage in the New River Gorge, and the New River. So we have a lot of outdoor recreation that we celebrate, and Bridge Day encompasses all that Southern West Virginia has to offer.
Bridge Day brings people from all over the country to experience the thrill and community of this one-of-a-kind event. It's an adventure for both participants and spectators. For Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Riley Drum.
Nearly 400 adrenaline junkies recorded 750 successful base jumps at this year's Bridge Day. There were 39 different states and 4 countries represented. Planning for next year's event is already underway. The 2026 edition of Bridge Day is set for October 17th.
Thanks, Brandon. In the early morning hours before the bridge shut down, Outdoor enthusiasts were experiencing another activity that southern West Virginia has to offer.
Jarrett, the Mountain State is ranked as one of the best places in the world for whitewater rafting, with the Gauley River and New River Gorge being recognized as top destinations year after year. Jeff Boggess reports.
Before the sun rose on October 18th, rafters were already shuttling over the New River Gorge Bridge. Their destination, the dam at Summersville Lake, where heavy whitewater conditions on the Gauley River were about to recede for the season.
For only 23 days out of the year, we have this release of a specific amount of water specifically for whitewater usage.
Gauley season is the first ever federally mandated whitewater season in the world, thanks to the Water Resources Development Act of 1986. The Congressional Act designated whitewater recreation as an additional purpose of the Summersville Dam.
You can mountain bike down this thing in the summer. I mean, dude, it's low. You could almost walk across it in a lot of spots.
Gauley season runs for 6 weeks, starting on Labor Day. During that time, 70 vertical feet of water is released from Summersville Lake, leading to rapid conditions along the 25-mile stretch of the Gauley River and drops such as these.
It's a water level that's really fun. It's good for surfing, good for running the rapids.
They let out the perfect amount. I mean, third bowl of porridge, perfect amount.
According to the New River Gorge Convention and Visitors Bureau, the river drops around 668 feet altogether, from Summersville Dam to its merger with the New River, an average of 70 feet per mile. It has earned the nickname the Beast of the East, drawing rafters from all over the world. Business owners in the area know to expect a boost in activity during this fall stretch.
You run into all types of different people, older, younger, anywhere. Anywhere they come from, you're going to find them. So,
with the season at a close, Summersville Lake will naturally refill with the winter and spring rains. Come next fall, Gauley season will start all over again. For Mountaineer Playbook, I'm Jeff Boggess.
That's going to do it for this week's edition of Mountaineer Playbook, an Emmy award-winning sports magazine show where we dive into inspiring stories of coaches, players, and passionate fans who make the sports world truly remarkable. I'm Jarrett Wilson.
And I'm Parker Schwebka. Be sure to like and follow us on Facebook at Mountaineer Playbook. You can also stream our shows on HD Media's websites and watch our broadcasts on Sunday evenings at 6:30 on West Virginia Public Broadcasting.
Thank you for joining us here on Mountaineer Playbook.